Arsenal back on the table, and Manchester City frustrating Liverpool. Well, Liverpool still in second position, at the same point with Arsenal, but with those days Arsenal scoring those wonderful goals, many of them has kept Arsenal on top of the table. Manchester City dropped to the third position from second to third, Arsenal from third to number one, and Liverpool from number one to number two. So there was a shake in the table this weekend. And as for Bayern Leverkusen in the German Bundesliga, they continue their impressive run. And for Bayern Munich, it seems all the goals that they have refused to score in a couple of weeks, they gathered all of them in one match as they pounced on their opponent. And Harry Kane, well, that man adding goals to his collections of goals. He has already amassed this season in the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich. A lot, like I said, we'll be looking at this morning. Let me not let the cat out of the bag, which you already know, but let's see how we pant out with all these together. I still remain the sport minister on radio, Vicky. Vick, the radio sport minister, anyhow you want to call it, as long as you put sport and put minister, please don't forget to add sport in front of it. And probably don't forget to add radio in front of it. So call your friends that I'm back behind the MIC after the weekend games so that we can do this together. Let's go for this quick break, and when we return, you know how we do it, we go full blast.
To the commercials. It's just that we want to see other
Eagles 102.3. Golf, football, basketball, lawn tennis, cricket, volleyball, athletics. It's the mother of all sports show.
It's sports on Eagles Wings with Vicky Vick weekdays from 8 a.m. with the real sport. Sports on Eagles Wings. Sportstainment at its finest.
For so long, you've been silenced. We have just found your voice. Take it. Use it.
You assess Nigerians before we become politicians or before you become a member of any political party. The kind of things that happen in Nigeria, this is so obnoxious that if God looks down from heaven, you realize that we are really paying for our sins.
Speak your truth and be heard on the Eagles Morning Rise, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on.
We had to call a quick timeout to catch our breath. Woo. Now, back to sports. It's
Eagles 102.3.
Drinic from no kind of range just put it over the bar.
Versus Anthony Joshua, two behemoths colliding in the city of Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
focus.
Oh! AJ touched it, he went down!
4, 5,
What a shot!
6,
Straight right hand!
7,
Down the pipe of
8.
Ngannou. He's hurt. Let's see if AJ jumps right on him.
He got too confident and paid the price.
What a stunner!
Got a right angle low, Anthony Joshua.
This is what was supposed to happen when Fury faced Ngannou.
Oh, he got cooked himself there, Joshua.
He did. With a left hook on the top, it's a nice right to the body.
It's nearly Andy Ruiz all over again.
How aggressive will AJ be? He knows if he can hit him with a good shot, Ngannou will go down. Ngannou showed an iron chin in the UFC.
Patience after from AJ. Very important. We've seen him not rush in, no need. Big round for Anthony Joshua.
That left hook is so long, isn't it, from Ngannou, and heavy.
Right hand. He's
Walked right into it, and you can't do that against Anthony Joshua.
He's hurt, badly hurt.
He's up. He has the look of defeat on his face, a bewildered look. Let's see if Anthony Joshua can destroy the MMA champion. It is lights out.
Wow.
Anthony Joshua.
Incredible. What a shot.
And Ngannou's out cold, ladies and gentlemen. He's not even moving.
But this right hand is the biggest shot I have seen live. What a right hand that was. Incredible. And you can see the leg completely buckled.
He knew he was throwing that. The first step he took, he knew exactly what he was going to do, Anthony Joshua there. He wasn't that.
AJ Anthony Joshua.
Okay, glad to know you're still there. That was the highlight between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou at the Riyadh, in Riyadh at the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Well, it was a massive one. If you ask me, it was supposed to be a 10-round match. Yes, a 10-round boxing match, but it ended up ending in only 2. Well, that was a chaotic knockout for Francis Ngannou. Now, what Tyson Fury couldn't do, well, Anthony Joshua did it, because many were expecting Tyson Fury to really clamp down on Francis Ngannou, making his debut in the boxing arena after switching from the UFC. Now, let's tell you that Francis Ngannou elicited laughter after getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua Friday in their heavyweight bout, when a reporter asked if that was the hardest he has been hit. And according to Ngannou, he said, in fact, I didn't feel the punch. Ngannou said at the post-fight press conference, I think that's what the knockout is about. I don't feel any pain. That's how I know I was knocked out. The powerful right hand from Anthony Joshua left Ngannou, the former UFC champion, flat on his back and unconscious in the boxing ring. It was he was given oxygen before getting back on his feet, according to the broadcast. Now, Joshua knocked out Ngannou in the first round and again in the second round before finishing him off at 2 minutes and 38 seconds in the second round. What about, if you ask me? Now, he did what Tyson Fury couldn't do, that Ngannou said, referring to his pro debut in October when he knocked down Fury in a fight he lost in a controversial split decision. Okay, after that bout, Joshua rakes in $50 million for Ngannou's knockout. What wants Fury next? Now, this is Joshua speaking ahead of his next fight. Well, let's tell you that Anthony Joshua was well rewarded for his second round knockout win over Cameroonian boxer Francis Ngannou in the main event of the Knockout Chaos card in Saudi Arabia in the early hours of Saturday morning. That is Nigerian time. Now, Joshua won his fourth straight fight with a knockout victory over Ngannou in Riyadh. Now, after securing consecutive victories in 2023 with a win over Jasmine Franklin in April and Robert Helenius with a 7th-round knockout in August, Joshua cruised to a 5th-round technical knockout win over Otto Wallin in December. Now, who had been expected to be a formidable opponent, especially with his southpaw stance. Now, Joshua has now secured knockout wins over 2 fighters who took Tyson Fury the distance in Wallin and Ngannou. Now the British Nigerian was already on hand to get $40 million dollars. That's equivalent to 63.7 billion naira for his fight, but due to his win as a knockout fighter, yes, actually as a knockout, Joshua received an extra $10 million. That's about 15.9 billion naira, making a total of $50 million, while Ngannou pocketed $20 million. For losing, you get $20 million, which is equivalent to 31.8 billion naira. Now, popular musician Drake, who accosted, accustomed to placing large wagers on high-profile sports games, and losing most of those bets, was on the losing side again after Joshua defeated former UFC champion Ngannou, as the Grammy winner lost $615,000, which is equivalent to 950 million naira. Now, if the wager had been successful, the Canadian-born rapper would have won just less than $2 million. Put your money where your mouth is. Now, WBC heavyweight champions Fury has hailed Joshua following his victory over Ngannou, with Joshua also expressing readiness to face the Brit after the undisputed fight against Alexander Usyk. Now, Fury, who watched the game, said he has a bigger fish to fry. Again, Usyk stated and that he is available to face Joshua after his rematch in October. Now, according to him, he said, me and Usyk have got an undisputed heavyweight champions coming up. Joshua just had a show fight in Riyadh, which is fantastic for the show, but the actual real boxing, it is me and Usyk who fight for the number 1 and number 2 position for the undisputed championship in the world. So let's see how it pans out. Joshua will be expecting to take on Tyson Fury, and let's see how it goes. But for Joshua, I think it's a good one. $50 million. He was supposed to get less than that, but because of that knockout in the second round, now he's going home with about $50 million. Will you allow your son or your daughter to fight boxing? Please, if you're listening to me, let me hear your response. Okay, let's go straight to the African Games. Yes, where Nigerians are already swooping in the medal. Yes, a gold medal swoop for Nigeria on day 3. Now, after missing out on the podium in the table tennis event of the 13th African Games, Team Nigeria on Sunday claimed 7 gold medal on day 3 of the event. Now, a gold medal from badminton and 6 gold medals from wrestling ensured that Nigeria moved up in the medals table. Now, African Game champions Anu Oluwapo Okperuyi opened the floodgate for Team Nigeria after beating compatriot Godwin Olofua 2-1 in the final to defend his men's singles title in the badminton event, and won Nigeria's first gold at the ongoing edition of the games in Ghana. Now, in the wrestling event, Mercy Genesis defeated Egyptian wrestler Nada Mohammed to clinch a gold medal in the women's 50 kg freestyle. Let's also tell you that Genesis dominated from start to finish to win the bout 7-0. Now, the Nigerian has shown no mercy to her opponent in Ghana as she continually displayed exceptional technique and grit, leaving her opponent with no room for maneuvering. Now, Christiana Ogusonya who has been captivating audiences that has strategic approach in the 53 kg division, also hoped on the gold medal podium in one-sided dominance. Now Ogunsanya defeated her Ivorian opponent Bakayoko 11-0 to win the country's second gold medal in the wrestling event. Let's also tell you that three-time Commonwealth champions Adekuroye Odunayo only needed 24 seconds to defeat her opponent Zineb Hussein, securing a victory by fall 6-0 to clinch the third gold medal for Nigeria in the 57 kg final. Now joining the party was Esther Kolawole, who showcased her impressive wrestling skills in the 62 kg category to claim the country's fourth gold medal in the wrestling event. Now Kolawole, in her first ever African Games outing, won the final against her opponent by technical superiority. Let's also tell you that legendary Blessing Oborodudu, a multiple African champion and Olympic silver medalist, won Nigeria's fifth gold medal after defeating her Cameroonian opponent Ngiri 14-4 in the 68 kg final. Now completing the medal sweep on Sunday was Hannah Ruben, who wrestled her way to victory in the 76 kg category. Now reacting to the feat, the president Nigerian Wrestling Federation Daniel Ngali applauded the sensational performance of Nigerian wrestler. Now Ngali, who was impressed with the emphatic victory, expressed satisfaction with the incredible outing by the girls. Now Ngali also praised President Bola Tinubu for his magnanimity towards sportsmen. The former Olympian urged the president to reward athletes who excel at the games. Is he trying to make sure that they also get a plot of land and a flat and a handshake and honors, just like the same way the Super Eagles did? Come on, I think they grabbed the bronze and didn't deserve it. So good outing for our athletes in Ghana. So let's see how we pan out. We'll keep tab with what's happening in Ghana, looking at the African Games. Meanwhile, our girls will be in action later this evening as we take on South Sudan in one of the games. Yes, we'll talk about that in the course of the show if time permits. But for our girls, they will be in action later today. Our under 20 girls will be in action later today against South Sudan. Last week, they lost to Uganda. Yes, they lost to Uganda, and let's see how we pan out. Hopefully we'll keep tab with that one also, and we'll bring that also to you. Okay, let's come straight and we'll go straight to the glass house. That's the NFF house of the NFF, the glass house. And Super Eagles list was released on Friday. Yes, it came in so late, and we'll talk about that one. But let's tell you that Joe Buffrey endorses Amonike. Yes, Amonike. That's how it's pronounced. Amonike for Eagles job. Now, many has been calling for a local coach. Some has even said, okay, let's see how we can probably allow Amonike. Some say Olise, but we have our reservations, but give it to the home base, probably our home coaches. And Joe Buffrey, a former Super Eagles coach who led Nigeria to the 1996 Olympic gold medal in Atlanta, the United States, has endorsed Amonike for the Eagles job. Now, Atlanta 1996 Olympic winning coach Joe Buffrey has ordered the Nigerian Football Federation to appoint Emmanuel Amonike as the new Super Eagles coach, adding that the country doesn't need a foreign coach to lead the team. I take it again, that the country doesn't need a foreign coach to lead the team. Now, after guiding Nigeria to a second place finish at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast, Portuguese coach Jose Peseiro confirmed his departure as coach of Eagles after his contract officially expired last month. Now, the NFF on Friday declared the position of Super Eagles head coach vacant while announcing that it was shopping for a new tactician for the team. Now, in an advertisement on its website calling for applications, the football governing body stated that the prospective Super Eagles coach must have proven experience at the elite level of football. Talking about experience, yes, he was one time the coach of the Golden Eaglet. He was one time the coach of the Tanzanian national team. He also coached in South Sudan? I need to confirm that particular one. Talking about Emmanuel Amunike. Now, the 77-year-old Dutch says Amunike is in better position to lead the Eagles. According to him, he said, yes, I agree, Nigeria needs a local coach at the moment, but the country will have everything to gain if the authorities should appoint Emmanuel Amunike for the job. I know him very, very well. According to Joe Bonfrey, Amunike was part of the team that won gold medal in 1996. Has declared interest for the vacant position. Yes, he has declared interest for the vacant position. Talking about Emmanuel Amunike. Okay, 1994 at CAF Online. African, that's looking at Amunike, the former official. Yes, he was also with Barcelona. It was also Super Eagles. Has confirmed that to me that he has put himself in the running to be the next manager of the national team. He wrote on his X handle. Now, the former Barcelona winger has an impressive CV as a player and a coach. What do you guys think? Let's share your thoughts, and you can send me that SMS or WhatsApp message to 09097054450. Emmanuel Amunike. Okay, let's go straight to the Super Eagles list that was released on a Friday. Now, Tanzania-based defender Luton Town star 25 others invited for Eagles friendly against Ghana and Mali. Are we still looking at shopping for new players? If you are against it, please let me know. If you are for it, please let me know, because the invited Tanzania-based defender Luton Town Stars 25 others invited for Eagles friendly against Ghana and Mali. Now, are we trying to invite I think I should be for it and not against it. Now, for in the sense that some of the players just played at the Nations Cup, they still need to relax themselves. Why allow opportunities for others? But let's tell you that these players have been invited by the NFF. Now, let's tell that Nigerian Super Eagles will take on Ghana's Black Star and the Eagles of Mali in a double-header friendly game in March in Marrakesh, Morocco. Now, this was disclosed by the Nigerian Football Federation NFF Communications Department. Now, the Eagles will take on Ghana on the 22nd of March 2024. Then on the 26th of March, 4 days later, they will face the Eagles of Mali. Now, the game against eternal rivals Ghana brings back memories of Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifiers. After a goalless draw in Kumasi, the Black Star held Eagles to a 1-0 draw in Abuja to qualify for the World Cup. Now, the Malians, the last time they faced Nigeria was in 2016 in a friendly. Leicester forward Kelechi Iheanacho got the only goal for the Eagles, as the Eagles won 1-0. Now, the Eagles will to face Argentina in a friendly match in a friendly match in this month of March, the United States, but it was cancelled due to logistics. Now, the game was also built to hold in China, but was cancelled by the organizers after Lionel Messi failed to feature in a game between Inter Miami and Hong Kong selected 11. Yes, also in the game that was played yesterday between Inter Miami, also Lionel Messi was missing in that game, and they lost that game 3-2. Now looking at the players that were invited, Ihufu FC of Tanzania player Benjamin Tanimo and Luton Star defender Gabriel Osho are amongst 27-man Super Eagles squad for a double-header against Ghana and Mali. Now the two friendly games are billed for Marrakesh, just like I said earlier. The NFF unveiled the squad on Saturday. Now before joining Ihufu FC, Tanimu featured for Bendel Insurance in the Nigerian League and just earned his first call-up to the Super Eagles. Meanwhile, England-born Osho also got his first invitation to the Eagles. Now Leicester midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, who missed the AFCON, and informed striker Cyril Desert, Tyrone Ebue, Jamilu Collins, Taiwo Awoniyi are making their return to the team. Now notable names on the list are Victor Osimhen, Alex Iwobi, Kelechi Iheanacho, Stanley Nwabali, Francis Uzoho, Ojo Olorunleke, Calvin Bassey, Simi Ajayi, Bruno Onyemechi, Bright Osai Samuel, Kenneth Omeru and Chidozie Awaziem. Others are Sadiq Umar also making a return, Rafael Onyedika, Alhassan Yusuf, Moses Simon, Ademola Lukman, Nathan Taylor and Fisayo Dele Bashiru. Joe Aribo and Samuel Chukwueze were not invited for the friendly games, while William Trust Ekong and Ola Aina are all injured. Okay, let's take your reactions. 09073530044 or 09087668888. These are the numbers to get across to me this morning. Let's share your thoughts on the top stories that we've ruled out this morning. It will be an interesting one for us as we share your thoughts this morning. SMS and WhatsApp to 09097054450. I take it again, 09097054450. SMS and WhatsApp, and let's share your thoughts as the show is on. Meanwhile, the phone lines, like I said, are still very much open. 09073530044. These are the numbers to get across to me this morning. Meanwhile, let's give you the highlight between Arsenal and Brentford as we see the Gunners on top of the table.
Here is an Arsenal corner. Played a great ball in. You can see with quality like that from Declan Rice. Boy, Arsenal are so rampant in set pieces. Back to Ben White, plays one in. Header comes in! There's the opening goal for Arsenal! And Declan Rice has scored his 6th goal of the season and he plants the header in!
The cross from Ben White was absolutely perfect. Declan Rice making a late run between the two defenders on mark, and that was really well guided in the bottom corner.
Jorginho. It's a great ball. What a touch by Havertz! Oh, it's gone wide. What a shame. Beautiful through ball. Great first touch, but the finish just lacked. Jorginho, pretty measured in there again today.
Yeah, he's so clean in everything he does.
Oh, it's a mistake, and it's in! Whistler's charged it down from Ramsdale, and out of nothing, Brentford have equalised. Helped on by Trossard. Covering by Brentford though. Now they'll try and break. That's a long way out. Ramsdale had to make a save. It was Tony. Great improvisation. Really was. And Ramsdale did really well to claw it away. Saka plays it in. Whistler back helping out with his defence with the header out. Here's Rice from range. Oh! It's hit the woodwork! It's hit the woodwork. Flecken never moved.
He couldn't. That was absolutely amazing from Declan Rice.
Just clips it in, but Brentford headed out again. But Arsenal will get it back again. Odegaard. White.
Okay, 2-1 to Arsenal. It was a massive game for the Gunners. They are back on top of the English Premier League table. Well, should we say they are really contender for this year's title? Well, it's still going to be an open game until the end of the season. But meanwhile, let's give you the result of games played yesterday in the English Premier League, as Liverpool and Manchester City had to settle for a 1-1 draw at the Anfield yesterday. Well, goals from Stones in the 23rd minute for Manchester City left the Anfield players walking alone, and in the 50th minute Mark Alister equalized for Liverpool, making them not to walk alone as the game went on straight into the additional time and eventually ended in a 1-0 draw. Meanwhile, let's tell you that it was a rout for Tottenham Hotspur as they ran rout against Aston Villa at the Villa Park. A red card given to an Aston Villa player left the game very open for Tottenham Hotspur to grab all maximum point alongside 4 goals. Arsenal, like I said, 2-1 against Bedford, and Bournemouth and Sheffield Wednesday, or probably United, had to settle for a 2-2 draw. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace and Luton, well, that game ended 1-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers, a disappointing one for what's his name again? Alex Iwobi, as his team lost 2-1 against the Wolverhampton Wanderers on the road. Meanwhile, an impressive result for Manchester United, the early fixtures in the English Premier League, as they defeated Everton 2-0. Meanwhile, Alex Iwobi set record for himself in the EPL. That's talking about Alex Iwobi set new EPL goal record. Now the Nigerian midfielder Alex Iwobi set a new Premier League record on Saturday after scoring late a consolation goal for Fulham in their 2-1 loss away at the Molyneux Stadium. Now Iwobi have wove deficit deep into stoppage time with a clever improvised finish, but there was barely time for the game to restart as the Wolves players held on to that particular one and all grab a maximum point. So new record for Alex Iwobi. Now the striker took Iwobi's tally, probably strike rather, took Iwobi's tally to 5, making his highest season total in his career thus after. Now his previous best in the EPL was during the 2018-2019 season, where he has scored 3 goals in 35 league appearances. Hello to you, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother. How you doing? You know where you're calling from?
Yes, this is Vicky.
Okay, good morning to you, Jata. How you doing this morning?
Hey.
My
network is cracking. Hello, can you hear me very well?
I can hear you clearly.
Hey, please call back. I'm hearing you.
Okay, you can call back at your location and please call me back. I truly appreciate your call this morning. 09073530044 or 09087668888. It is match day live in the English Premier League later this evening at the Stamford Bridge as Chelsea take on Newcastle United later this evening. Hello to you, good morning.
Good morning, Vicky.
Okay, is this Jatao?
Yes, this is Jatao.
Okay, Jatao, I can hear you clearly now. Let's go there, Jatao.
Yes, even as I'm hearing very clear. Congratulations to Alex Iwobi for that new record. Okay. And Vicky, look at our calculation on Friday. Is it about Arsenal and Man City? So it just happened as if it was a proper arrangement.
Exactly.
Yes, well arranged, my brother. Congratulations to them. I wish they will not drop down. It has been long. Let them celebrate at least even once in 20 years as they have did. And congratulations to my club too. Hala Madrid. This is better.
Okay, thank you very much, Jata. I truly appreciate your call this morning. Like I said, it is match day live. Chelsea will be up against Newcastle United precisely at about 9 p.m. later this evening. Let's see what happens to Chelsea if they can come up at the table, because as we speak, Chelsea are occupying 11th position and Newcastle United are occupying 10th position. Well, it's an outstanding game for Chelsea. Both teams have outstanding games, and Newcastle United with 40 points. Just 4 points clear of Chelsea. So let's see if Chelsea can bridge the gap and close up to them, but they will still have a game that's to play. Talking about Chelsea now, like I said, Arsenal are on the table with 64 points, the same point with Liverpool, but Arsenal with superior goal difference. Yes, Arsenal with superior goal difference, about 5 more goals for Arsenal than Liverpool. But meanwhile, Manchester City are in 63rd point, 63 points rather. They have 35 goal difference. Another big question is, are Arsenal truly in the race? We'll give you the next 5 games of Arsenal, but let's take this call first. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Morning to you. Please, can you turn down the audio level on your radio?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, let's go.
My name is Andrew. I'm calling you from Abuja.
Okay, Andrew, where in Abuja, please, Andrew?
Precisely from Kubwa.
Okay, let's go there, Andrew. Thank you very much, Andrew from Kubwa.
So I want to comment on Emmanuel Amunike running for the Super Eagles job.
Okay.
Yes, I want to wish him all the best. He has paid his dues in Nigeria, at least. But I had a reservation for that man, because if you observe, he just concluded AFCON game that was played. He was one of those officiators. He was one of those commentators that officiated, that commented on the Nigeria-Cameroon match.
Okay.
You understand? And in his comments, he wasn't patriotic to Nigeria. He said when Nigeria was a goal down, was a goal lead, he said he knows Cameroon will come back. You understand? He knows Cameroon will come back. And he's a Nigerian. Rather than giving all that hype, ensuring and encouraging, he was rather trying to give credit to Cameroon that they are going to come back. Is that patriotic? And he wants to get the job now of Nigeria. What will he be doing? What will he be saying to the boys? You understand? So when you are in the public space, there are times you should make some reservations. You should make comments that will not have people will not make reactions. I was not happy with him particularly on that comment he made, and he didn't even step there. There were other comments he was making that was not too good to Nigerians. So I just want to plead that if he is coming for this job, please, we know he has paid his dues, he tried for Nigeria, and he has the passion for Nigeria. He should please ensure that he carries these boys well, and instead of making those kind of comments he was doing when he was given the opportunity to make commentaries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate your call this morning and your analysis, Andrew, all the way from Kubwa. Meanwhile, let's give you the next 5 games of Arsenal. Arsenal will be in action this week as they take on FC Porto in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League. Well, Porto is leading that particular one with a single goal. Meanwhile, Arsenal next game will be against Manchester City. Arsenal will also take on Luton. Yes, they will take on City at the Etihad Stadium. They will take on Luton at the Emirates Stadium. They also have games against Brighton Hove Albion. They also have games against Aston Villa. They have games against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Arsenal will also take on Tottenham Hotspur on the road. They have games also against Bournemouth, and they will also take on Manchester United. So Arsenal, yes, they have a lot to go for this season. Well, they are still on top of the table. With all these games, do you think Arsenal can still remain on top of the table? Now, the only way Arsenal can win this trophy is for them not to drop any point. Just move on with all the games and win all. They must win all their games if and only if they want to retain it. But do you think it's possible? Can Arsenal do it? Let's share your thoughts. Hello to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Vicky.
Morning to you. Is this Francis?
No, Jay Kano calling.
Okay, Jay Kano, let's go there. Similar voice with Francis. Let's go to Jay Kano.
First of all, congratulations to Coach Elijah.
Wow. Yes, you took it.
For a wonderful wedding, successful wedding on Saturday. We haven't gone there, but I'm congratulating to him.
Okay.
Nice one. You have already entered our life. You have already entered our line now. So, for massive result for Man and Liverpool yesterday, wonderful game. And Arsenal, let them just hold our place for now. Our match today, I wish my darling team a successful match today. May them just give me a victory.
Okay. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate your call this morning, Jay Kano. Okay, a lot, like I said, we'll be looking at this morning. Let's see if we can touch the Spanish La Liga. Let's give a result of games played in the La Liga over the weekend. Now, I have a list of coaches that have applied for the Super Eagles job. I have that on the show, so just sit tight and relax. I will give that to you. But meanwhile, it is match day live in the Spanish La Liga as Sevilla will be on the road to take on Almeria. Time for that game is 9 p.m. Let's give you a result of games. It was a massive game between the Betis and Villarreal as that game ended 3-2 against them. For Villarreal against them. Betis. 2 red card, 1 for Betis, 1 for Villarreal. Meanwhile, Real Madrid continued their cruise mode as they defeated Celta Vigo 4-0. Atletico Bilbao 2-0 better than Las Palmas. Alaves pipped Rayo Vallecano. Girona pursuing Real Madrid defeated Osasuna 2-0. Real Sociedad 3-2 better than Granada. Atletico Madrid surprisingly lost to Cadiz by 2-0. Villarreal 1, Etafe 0 as Barcelona in the Friday night football pipped Mallorca by a single goal. Okay, let's go straight to the Italian Serie A. We have a result also from there, but meanwhile, it is match day live also. Monday night football in the Italian Serie A as Lazio will take on Udinese. Also, time for that game is 8:45 p.m. for those that are following the Italian Serie A. But meanwhile, let's tell you that AS Roma had to come from behind to pick a point against Fiorentina in a 2-2 draw. Meanwhile, also Juventus at home came from behind to pick a draw 2-2 against Atalanta. AC Milan 1-0 better than Empoli. Verona pipped Les by a single goal. Meanwhile, Monza and Genoa was also in a 5-goal thriller, but the result going in favor of Monza. Meanwhile, Inter Milan continued their dominance in the Serie A as they pipped Bologna by a single goal. Cagliari defeated Salernitana by 4-2 as Sassuolo defeated Frosinone by a single goal. Meanwhile, on the Friday night football, it was Napoli 1, Torino 1. Well, when you're playing against a side like this, you have to be careful. Mausime got a yellow card in that particular one, but no goal for him, and it was all throughout 90 minutes. Let's just share your thoughts. 09073530044 or 09087668888. SMS and WhatsApp to 09097054450. Let's share your thoughts. Like I said on the show, we have the list of potential candidates for the Super Eagles job. I don't know which one you want to vote for, but definitely we'll give that to you. Now let's take this voice note from whom? Let's hear him. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning to you. Morning to you.
I'm from Abuja.
Okay.
How are you doing now?
Good.
For the Liverpool and Man City yesterday, I'm very happy to see that they played draw to Arsenal. It pushed Arsenal up to first position. For Chelsea this evening, the Newcastle will beat Chelsea well. Wale Manu from Buhari. This is first time caller. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Emma. Wale Manu. Welcome to the family, Wale Manu. We truly appreciate you. Hello to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Vicky.
Morning to you. Please, you need to turn down the audio level on your radio.
Sorry, I've done that.
Okay, let's go. Okay, if you biscuity, let's go there, my brother.
How was the night, sir?
My night was good, oh. Thanks for asking, my brother.
Okay. No, yesterday game between Man City and Liverpool. It's like those two coach, they plan that game draw. the way they made that change, this one come up better player, one come up better player. People were wondering what is that in their mind. So thank God Arsenal now in top by one. I think one goal, 1 point ahead of two of them. It's better for them. But when you give the match and after we play, let them buckle their bed very well because they have a tough match at hand. They will play the Man City, play Man Aston Villa, and the rest of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm Ify Biscuit. Hello to you. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Vicky.
Morning to you.
My name is Cletus John. I'm calling from Airport.
Okay, Cletus, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello.
I said hello.
Work is good. A first time call on the show, Cletus?
No, I'm a regular call.
Okay, let's go there, Cletus.
Yes, to my darling club, I will going to support. I mean, I'm super excited that Arsenal now they are on the top of the table. So Chelsea again, I'm praying for them to win because I want them to go up close to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Cletus. I truly appreciate your call this morning. Hello to you. Good morning.
Vicky.
Morning to you.
Pertaining to your questions. Yeah, I think Arsenal can see Udom, but I think the match that will decide their fate is 3 matches. These matches are against Man City and Tottenham away. Then I cannot even say Man U because Man U are not even playing well at all. I see Arsenal winning Man U, but that Tottenham and Man City, if they can win those 2 matches, Arsenal will win the league. That's my take. Good morning, Adebayo from Buhari.
Okay, thank you very much, Adebayo. Let's see if Arsenal can win those ones. Definitely, it will be theirs. Okay, Akamata on the show this morning. Who will be the coach that will be in charge of the friendly matches? My brother, we don't know yet, but anything can still happen between now and that time. If they couldn't invite the players when we were playing with Bendel Insurance, he is invited when he has moved to almighty Tanzania League. These our football administrators will never cease to amaze me. They always go for coaches they can control. Kamata. Even I myself, when I noticed that it was from Tanzania, from Bendel Insurance, before he was playing with Bendel Insurance, he wasn't invited. And now, well, he will be in charge of the Super Eagles. Let's see how we pan out. For now, we cannot tell, but a lot of people are already applying for the job. Antonio Consecao, yes, if I'm actually right with that, Antonio Consecao set sight on a Super Eagles job. Now there is a Friesland rush for the vacant job of the Super Eagles. Yes, a lot of people rushing, looking for who to replace Jose Pesio. Now the NFF could not reach an agreement with the Portuguese to continue the manager's job. Therefore, they decided to declare the position vacant and invite others to apply for the job. Now, hardly a day goes by without a new name surfacing in the media as both local and foreign coaches express interest in the job as Nigerian coach. Antonio Consecao is the latest to be linked with the job as Super Eagles coach. The 62-year-old Portuguese is no stranger to African terrain, having previously managed Cameroon. Now, under the guidance, the Indomitable Lions finished third in the 2021 African Cup of Nations, the tournament they hosted. Now, it is said the tournament that Consecao led Cameroon side won 6 games, drew against Cape Verde in the group stage and lost to Egypt via penalty shootout in the semi-final. So Antonio Consecao eyes the job of the Super Eagles, who again is looking for that Super Eagles job. Nigerian coaches Mosimane and 4 candidates for the Super Eagles job. Now let's tell you that I'm just trying to go straight to it because of time. Where are these names? Okay, let me just read it out to you. Nigeria are once again at the stage where they are in desperate need of a coach. Now, the former Porto boss was in charge of Super Eagles for a period of 18 months. Talking about Preciero. Now, the 63-year-old played to the strength of his players, surpassing the semi-finals, and eventually got to the final and lost to the host nation. After weeks of discussing with the NFF, both parties finally decided to part ways after the Nigerian coach contract expired at the end of February. Now, Preserio's departure leaves a void and asking for others to come and apply for the job. Now, Austin Eguavoin Cerezo Eguavoin is reportedly in line to be named interim manager or probably interim coach, while the likes of Finidi George and Emmanuel Amoneke, both assistant coach for the Super Eagles, have also been noted as possible replacement for the outgone Portuguese tactician. I take again, Finidi George and Emmanuel Amoneke have been voted to take the to replace Jose Presidio. Let's also tell you that Pitso Mosimene has also been linked with the job. Yes, the South African manager himself has often spoken fondly of the Super Eagles, said the 2023 that it is a job he would consider if offered. Talking about Pitso Mosimene from South Africa. 59-year-old manager is in Saudi Pro League side Abha Club, who offered him a lucrative salary to join them in January 2024. Let's also tell you that Chris Houghton recently became available after he was fired by Ghana. He's also looking at the job. Let's also tell you that Jamel Belmadi is also interested in coaching the Super Eagles alongside Austin Eguavoin. We also have Rui Victoria. Yes, Rui Victoria is also an experienced coach. Hopefully, we'll look at all of them tomorrow. Time truly will not permit me to call all the names, but let's just tell you categorically that we have Nigerians and foreigners who want to take up the job of the Super Eagles. This will draw the cut on the show this morning. Massive thanks to you who have called in. Jatal, Andrew, J. Kano, Wale Manu, Ifi Biscuit, Cletus Adebayo, and Akamata. Thanks for your contributions this morning. And to everyone who sat back to listen to the show this morning, truly appreciate you. You guys are very important to the show. Without you, the show will not be going on this smoothly. On the flip side is Eagles Outlook, and UD will take you through from 9 to 10 a.m. Who will be the next Super Eagles coach? Well, Austin Cerezo Eguavoin might lead the Super Eagles to Marrakech, Morocco, as to take on the Black Stars of Ghana and the Eagles of Mali in a friendly match, while the Super Eagles, while the NFF rather, will be shopping for a new coach. Austin Eguavoin wants the job. Emmanuel Amoneke also want the job, and we'll have some foreign coaches. We'll talk about them tomorrow. We'll see their CV. Maybe we'll do our own interview here and see how it pans out. As still remain the Sport Minister on radio, Vicky Vick, said somebody close to you and not far away. My brother, my sister, you are blessed. You have yourself a blessed week ahead. Adios.